It isn't complicated. No, you're not. What? Now, whose fault's that? You got cash on you? Huh? Left over from this afternoon. Okay. Right. That's their food for the month. Get out! Now I gotta frickin' pee. Hang on.
Okay.
I hate when he does that, because when I yell, it puts pressure on my bladder. Oh my God, get out of the frickin' room. He does this all the time when I send him someplace.
Yeah.
He walks out and he comes back, and he walks out and he comes back. Like, what'd you forget? Well, I need the key to the car. I thought the key was in your pocket. No, it's upstairs. And I look, and there sits his wallet. He doesn't take his wallet. He walks out the door, gets all the way to the car, and comes back and says, I forgot my wallet. I said, I knew you would. It's right there. Well, at least made it out the kitchen door.
All right.
I just heard that close. Oh my God. It's like dealing with a juvenile delinquent.
Well, I went over and waited for the boys to get to their lunch break so they could go sit up and go to the Christmas party. Thought I was going to get run over by the stupid truck drivers over there. First time I parked, the lady goes, can you move your car to where you're really, really close to this other car? And I was like, no, because I'm not staying. I'm just dropping off my grandson. So I moved completely out of that area, across the road from it, into the mud, right? Well, then here comes a stupid truck. He's going to pull up into the area so he can back up to the dock. Only apparently he went too short and needed to back up and go wider. And I thought, for Christ's sake, can you not drive that thing, right? So he's like backing up on me, right? And I'm thinking, really, dude, you know I'm back here. So I had to move and start tooting my horn because he would have ran right over top of me and kept going. It's like he didn't know how to back up, you know? Didn't know how to pull forward.
He's a switch driver.
He's
They
just
don't know how to
something.
fucking drive at all.
Well, this was for Alpha Packaging, and they says Alpha on the fucking door of his truck. Their actual.
Doesn't mean he wasn't a Swift driver at one point.
Well, I know, but anyway, I'm just saying they're in the Alpha trucks, right? But anywho, I moved again, and here come another one, and I thought, really, dude, I ain't getting any further into the mud. So if you run over this time over me, you're just running over me because you're wanting to run over me. I'm completely out of the damn road, right? Kind of irritated me. Irritated me beyond all business. I was thinking, really, y'all are just dumb. You absolutely don't know how to ride. And then I bitched about it to my brother. I'm sitting in the goddamn mud on the side of the road to keep from getting hit by these stupid fucking truckers. And he started laughing. He says, I said, you know what? I'd say the same thing to my brother-in-law, so get over yourself. I said, y'all don't know how to drive. None of y'all do. Show yourself. I said, y'all like to take up the whole damn road and then some. Oh, I'm just tired. I swear it just takes everything out of me to have to drive to Van Buren and, do this bullshit where she's concerned and then drive back. Because, I pick Sit Up every Wednesday and Friday between 8:30 and 9 a.m. Correct?
Uh-huh.
That has not changed. Well, I got there at 8:45 today, right? And
Right.
Bree went to the door to get the baby, and she came out and she says she's just now crawled out of the bed. So Sid ain't dressed, and he hasn't had breakfast. She comes out to my car. You're 20 minutes early. I said, I'm not early. I'm here the same time I am every time I come to get him, between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. You, on the other hand, my dear, are late, because by now he would have been dressed and had breakfast. You just didn't get out of bed. Right? She said, well, I can feed him now. I said, I don't want you to feed him now. I just want you to put him in the car. I'm going to McDonald's. He can eat at McDonald's. Yeah. Little dumbass, that's all I can tell you.
I wouldn't have said that. I would have told her I'll feed him when I get him home.
No, I'm feeding him McDonald's. That's where I was going.
I wouldn't have told her that.
Why?
Because it ain't none of her business where or how you feed her son.
Well, here's the point. It wasn't going to be in that town either, so she couldn't have anybody come over there and fuck with me. I had things I had to do.
It still ain't none of her business.
Well, I was just telling her.
Just like she's lying to the food stamp company.
I just wanted her to know that I could where she couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Because she's already bitching about money, And I just couldn't help myself, too.
She wants you to dip into your pocket and help her out.
Oh, well, she's not going to get that. What else said I should tell her?
Just like that subtle fucking hint. I don't know if I can afford a tree.
What else told me to tell her that him and Ricky got a $500 Christmas bonus, not the $350 that they actually got?
No.
Already did.
Because you'll be going after it.
She can't get a Christmas bonus that's already gone. They're not divorced. She cannot get a Christmas bonus that's already gone. Anyway, and it's already gone. Okay, because they got $350 each. But anywho, I made the comment, I said, because she had made the comment, they're not going to get a Christmas bonus whatsoever. Places around here don't pay Christmas bonuses, blah, blah, blah. When I had told her that they were going to get a Christmas bonus, And I said, well, just so you know, they got their Christmas bonus. Full-time people got $1,000, and part-time people got $500. It must be nice. All I get is work, Lisa. Work, more work, work, Lisa, work. You're not going to get nothing but work. I said, well, you should be happy. You're the one that wanted that work, that job. You were hell-bent that you had to have that job. You know what I'm saying? Now you got it. So work, Elisa, work. Right? She didn't like my comment to that. But,
I don't know why you feed that girl so much damn information. She did not need to know that Ricky got a bonus.
Why, Dell? And it doesn't matter. She can't touch it. They're not divorced. She can't touch any of that money. Just like she can't touch this car that's out here. Because when she seen it, she was like, Ricky drives that. I can get that in my divorce. I said, you can't get something Ricky don't own. I said, you need to wake up and smell this coffee. She goes, well, this judge is going to give it to me. I said, that judge can roll over and play dead. He can't take something that's mine for you. That's in my name. And it belongs to my other son, so neither one of you can have it. Yeah, wait till she finds out that there's, oh my God. Yeah, she's just stupid. But anyway, then she goes on to say that she's the only one working tonight by herself. And they don't seem to want to have anybody work with her. And I thought to myself, well, I've noticed that a lot of people won't work with her, so it's probably her attitude, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, she goes, and they've hired another girl, but I don't think she's going to work out. And I thought to myself, that must be why your hours went from 1 in the afternoon to 6 to 2 in the afternoon to 5. So they've taken 2 hours a day from her on the days she actually works, right? Because they're training this other girl. And here's how this works. She's not working Monday, which is Christmas. She's not working Tuesday because she has Sid. She's not working Thursday because she has Sid, right? And so on Monday, she lost 2 hours worth of work already of this week, right? Wednesday, she lost 2 hours worth of work. Today she lost 2 hours worth of work. And Saturday and Sunday, she loses 2 hours worth of work as well. Because you know that she's got everything changed on her. And you're only making $11 an hour, right? And now you're only getting 4 hours a day. Whereas you were getting 6 hours a day.
You know, she's already claiming that she has custody of Sid 50% of the time. You know she's going to file income tax come January.
Which is also going to be funny because her income tax statement's going to come here. She never did change her address, and all that stuff from her job, things about 401ks and all of that shit, it comes here because she didn't change her address. And when Ricky changed the address from their apartment, he said entire family. And all that shit comes here. She was too stupid to change her address. And it won't matter if she does file. I'm filing with my guardianship papers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, she's just going to, like, fraud herself to death is all I can tell you.
Yeah, well, falsifying tax papers, man. Ask Trump, that's bad.
Mm-hmm. Ask my ex-husband, that's bad. Ask my ex-husband, he's retarded too. He's really retarded. That's what he did. He claimed he paid me $900 a month in alimony. He was only paying me $371 a month in alimony. The rest of it was child support. But you see, you can't claim child support on taxes, okay? So he was claiming that he was paying me $900 a month in alimony, and I was like, no, you weren't. But see, that's what he told the IRS because they sent me a piece of paper. How come you say that you only get $371 in alimony? Your ex-husband stated on his paperwork that you get $900. I said no, and I can show you proof of it. So I showed him exactly how it's broken down through the court system. $529 was child support, $371 was alimony. I said, yeah, he's needs to be audited. I said, and see, since he did that and tried to screw me on my taxes, right? I turned around and told him, I said, and you need to take a look at the way he filed his taxes last year because he can't file his retirement disability payment that he gets from the military as income tax because it's not. I said, but he did. He put it down with the rest of his pay and said it was his military pay. Okay?
Right.
So he filed that as his military pay, and then he filed, he was working at the Broadmoor, so what he was getting an hour plus what he was getting in taxes, he wasn't even telling them about what he was getting in tips. He wasn't telling that. But where he worked at that place, the tips all went into one big kitty, right? And it was placed to where it was shown in the books of how much each person got in tips. That was not tax deductible, but it had to be shown on your income tax form. So he wasn't telling about the $700 or $800 in tips he was getting a week either. You see what I'm saying? I said, so you need to audit him. And they had to audit him, and he was wanting me to pay back what he got in trouble with. I was like, oh, hell no. I said, you lost your mind, little man. I said, I told you from the get-go not to try to cheat the government and for damn sure not to lie on me. You know? I said, you ain't gonna lie on me and get away with it. Just like when, he never wanted my name on the house, right? That we had that got foreclosed on. But when it got foreclosed on, and he wouldn't even pay the foreclosure, okay? So then when I divorced him and left, he goes, "Oh, you're going to leave me paying this for this house?" I said, "I didn't have a house." You made that abundantly clear that was your house. I said, "So your house, your foreclosure, your payment, not mine. You enjoy yourself."
Right.
So, and I remember when we went in for him to sign those closure papers, right? Closing papers. My name was nowhere on that shit. By God, my name's on this paperwork. It's all over it.
Good.
Waddell gets on to me when I call it his house. Oh, and did I tell you about his family in Texas just completely having a complete meltdown because he bought this house?
Yeah, I think we talked about it while I was there.
Oh, this was recently.
Really?
Oh, yeah. When they went to the family reunion, see, we didn't go this year. It was in Temple, Texas, and we didn't go this year, right? But I guess his son and daughters went, right? And the first thing Junior wanted was to whip Waddell's ass and ask his sister, Gayla, "When is your fucking stupid brother coming here to this thing? I have a beef with him," right? And she says, "Are you talking about your father? That's your father. Regardless of what you feel, that is your father. No, I don't think you want a piece of him. You might get wiped all over the carpet if you think you want a piece of him." You know what I'm saying? Because you're a grown man now, Junior. You're not just some little boy, right? And she says he was going on and on about how that motherfucker bought that bitch a house, blah, 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 blah. He didn't want to buy my mama a house, blah, 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 And then he owes child support and he never paid it and this, that, and the other. And she goes, whoa, 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 whoa. She says, "I think you need to be asking your mama why they're no longer together. Your mama chose her best friend's pussy over your daddy." And she did. Okay? Right? She used to tell Waddell, "If I ever have to choose between you and Petra, it's going to be her I choose," right? That was her German best friend that came to the States right after Waddell and her got married, right? And then Gayla went on to say, "And I know for a fact your daddy paid his child support because they took it right out of your dad and Marlena's income taxes. The first year they got $1,000 that they sent to you, and the second year they went ahead and let them that took the whole $7,000. So I know it's been paid." And she goes, "And I remember, Junior, you came to a family reunion in a fancy sports car that your mama had handed you that whole entire check and didn't split it with your other two siblings of that marriage. She didn't split the rest of that child support with those other girls. She gave the whole thing to Junior, who bought a car within weeks and wrapped it around a telephone pole and tore it up." Right?
Right.
She said, "So you guys got your child support. You just misused the money." But yeah, but they're bitching because, apparently one of them gets onto my Facebook and can see it, and they must have, one of them got onto my YouTube because they've seen the house and seen everything, and they just flipping the fuck out, right? So I was like, oh well, life's a bitch. Get over yourself. Just get over yourself. These are the same kids that when he was in the hospital had just had his prostate removed. And they knew he was going in the hospital. I had told them. He's in the hospital trying to recover, right? And he's under morphine at this point, right? He'd just come out into recovery, right? From getting his prostate removed. Getting the cancerous part of his prostate removed, okay? So anywho, that little girl calls on the telephone, and I'm thinking for sure she's calling to find out how her daddy's doing, right? That wasn't what that phone call was. Well, I I need my dad to send me $150. I said, your dad's in the hospital and won't be sending anybody anything. Well, then you need to get it and send it to me. I said, Janice, you know that your father just had cancer surgery and had his prostate removed? And you know that. She goes, yeah, you told me that. I said, then why in the fuck would you be calling me asking for money? Well, I need some fucking money and he needs to send it. I said, you need to get a fucking job and don't call him asking for any more money because he won't be handing it out anymore. And I hung up on her.
You know he's still doing it somehow.
No, actually he's not.
No?
Oh no, he hasn't sent them girls a goddamn thing in years. And you know they're married, you know, and they don't have anything to do with him unless they've got their hand out. They don't call up and say, happy birthday, Dad, happy Father's Day, Dad, Merry Christmas, Dad. They don't do none of that. Matter of fact, we didn't even know Janice had gotten married until after she had did a big old shout out in her daddy's on her to somebody, and somebody said, and she said to her daddy in a text, you must have bought that little girl her wedding dress, but you didn't even come to my wedding. We didn't even know you were getting married because you wasn't speaking to your daddy, unless you were asking for money, you know. So he says, I can't come to a wedding if I don't know anything about it. And even your mother didn't say you were getting married. Good OT, good OT.